Good evening. It is just past 10:30 on the east coast of the United States where I have returned to. And, let's see. Yes, here I am to try Mega Man 2 once again. And hopefully I have a good run through the first 8 levels again, and not as bad of a run on the Dr. Wily levels like I did last time out. So, I'll give that a shot. If you have been watching my channel, I will announce a few brief programming notes. We will be traveling once again over Labor Day weekend. That's, amazingly, it's right around the corner. This summer just kind of flew by, in my opinion. But of course, time flies when you're having fun, and a lot of people make plans over the summer. I'm not the only one. So, I'm looking at this here calendar on my screen, and I will say that, yes, so this Saturday I am playing Zelda like usual, but the following weekend, which is Labor Day weekend, I will be playing it on Friday instead. That would be the 29th of August, as opposed to the 30th. And I will be playing some other game today, and also next Wednesday. I don't know if it'll be Mega Man 2 again. That depends on how I do tonight, probably. And, but the following Wednesday, which would be September 3rd, is the eve of the first day of school, so I will probably not be streaming. So, but that's it. That's all my notes for now. I will go ahead and get to the business. Now, hold up. Remember that I have to start the clock when I have to start the clock when I select the difficulty. That's right. Oh, camera needs to be just a teeny bit lower to show my NES replica controller. There we go. Ah, you're all blurry. What happened? Do I have to mess with it a little more? Still blurry. What if we turn it off and on again? Where is Zelda? Asks Bob Q in chat. She is waiting to resume the quest, Attack of the Wizrobes, which will be Saturday night, as per my usual schedule. Don't forget, Zelda is the hero of this one. Yeah, I do not know why this got blurry, but, I mean, you can make out that I'm using a controller, and you'll even be able to make out that what I'm doing is in time with the game, so I'm not too worried. Oh, who was I doing first again? Flashman. Lost a couple seconds right from the outset. Oh well. I'm having another one of those crazy hell weeks at work, so I'm exhausted enough that I don't really particularly care if I make a few mistakes. You actually sound a little funny, says Bob Q. Well... Oh, wait, no, I keep forgetting. I've always gone the other way for as long as I've been playing this game, so some habits are very hard to break. I think any funny sounding that I'm doing is probably because my voice is tired. I've been talking all day, I was just reading to my daughter, and now I'm talking again. Ah, oops. You have been scrolled away, sir. A horrible fate for an NES enemy. I wasn't sure whether that was gonna work, but... Oops. Messed that timing up. I think I did a little bit better on the boss fight itself, but not quite as good on the stage. That's alright, though. We'll do our best to make that up later. Now we get to wait for the extremely slowly scrolling text, as it slowly describes that I earned the time stopper and one of the items. And for whatever reason, I can never remember, despite the fact that I've played this game since I was in the teens, or possibly earlier, I can never remember which item number is from which level. Alright, it's off to visit Airman now. Heir to the throne. I knew I would take the damage there. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, let's not do that. Okay, so that's the danger of jumping up to the... Okay. That was a severe enough mistake that I think I'm just gonna try one more time. We can even try to improve on Flashman, which I selected faster than the first time. Alright, for reals this time. Ugh, gotta be a little quicker on the trigger there. 12-year-old me probably did a little bit better at the button mashing. I was wondering if maybe, if I hadn't hesitated, if I could somehow avoid the damage there, but it was not to be. One thing that I need to remember for later in the run this time is that those giant jumping walkers there, they are actually susceptible to the air shooter, which I don't have yet, but one hit and they're done. So that's good information. Okay, we made the jump this time. Here we go. Thought he would jump there. Oops. Ah! Having to wait is the worst. I still think I did a few seconds better than the last time. Any improvement is welcome. So, I am super psyched for this weekend because not only am I getting to continue the Return of the Wizrobes run, but also on Saturday we have plans to go to Playland Amusement Park, and on Sunday we're going to the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along version, which is going to be really awesome. I'm way more stoked than I should be. For a movie that I've seen as many times as I have. To see it again with a whole packed theater full of people singing along. The shared experience thing is really something. It's not quite the same when it's just, you know, you and the couch. Alright, we're gonna not jump this one. Oh, this one we can go. Oh, and that one we probably could have made also. But we'll do it the safe way. Like the supermarket. Don't know why I thought I could reach that one. Cloud for rent. Not to be confused with the one that carries the Buster Sword. Love the timing. And do not love the timing. Ugh. That threw me off pretty good. La 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 la. I wish I had thought of that like years ago. Oh. Minor mistakes. And wow, I've never seen that one bird just go all the way to the end. Almost made it. So Mega Man 2 is the only one of these games where the energy fills so slowly. So it's like basically a time penalty for picking those up. Almost missed that. Okay, so it's just before the 5-minute mark, and we have 2 in the books. Quick Man next. So, last weekend, I should say, when I wound up streaming Zelda for a short time on Saturday, I had actually been wanting to play Contra instead. I think I'm gonna play that next, as my next Wednesday game. I was playing it on an Xbox controller, Quick Man, yes. I was playing it on a knockoff Xbox controller, and the diagonals were not very good on the D-pad, so I kept messing up, and I'm not sure if it was that specifically that was doing it, or if it was just, you know, I'm not as good at the game as I remember, but it was not great. So I would like to try on my usual controller and see... Oh, I went the wrong way. I was not supposed to go that way. I was supposed to go the one that fell straight down. That would have saved a few seconds there. But I guess I have a little insurance now, in the form of that energy tank. Oh, I'm screwed. Missed the jump. So, that'll cost me a good 30 seconds, maybe? Well, that's a bummer. Alright, well, let's try again. That was a little high, but not as big of a mistake, and we're okay. Oops. This is where you don't want to stick out too far. Or, I mean, you want it to be more to the left, there. Okay, now we want to put the air shooter to the test. No? Oh, there it is. That's so nice. But Quick Man himself... I mean, he's susceptible to the flash stopper, but, you know, then you just have to sit there and wait for his energy to drain very slowly. Ah, well. Definitely a flawed run, but we'll see if we can do a little better on Metal Man. Bob Q in chat asked, when you went to San Francisco, what all areas did you tour? So the thing is, when I go to San Francisco, it's not, you know, just, it's not really a vacation, so to speak, as much as it is visiting the in-laws. Because my wife's family was born and raised there, and most of them anyway. And they live in the Outer Sunset neighborhood by the ocean, which is always nice to visit. I don't feel like waiting for all of that. So most of what I visit is just that neighborhood, to be completely honest. But the local, and of course the local Round 1 is my favorite place to go when I'm there. But we... Oh yeah, and there were a couple of places Amy wanted to go this time where we didn't quite make it. But we did go to the Cal Academy of Sciences, as we often do. Ooh, I wasn't sure if I was going to make that jump. Wow! I have never seen that before. That was some strange behavior. Also, I'm running a little low on health. Wasn't really paying attention to my energy there. Fortunately, Metal Man is susceptible enough to this that if I'm quick about it, I might make it. Ugh, just didn't want to get hit one more time. Let's see, where else did we go? We went to Stonestown, the mall, which is local to Outer Sunset. We went to Saramonte and Daly City, and yeah, honestly, not a whole lot else. Bubble Man next. So I guess in that regard, it wasn't a very scenic visit. You know what? I wonder if it would be prudent to use the time stopper here too. Oh. No, that was dumb. What would be wise is to at least switch to the metal blade. Wow, that couldn't have planned that better if I had tried. Too bad about the death, though. I guess I am kind of still learning this game, even all these years later. How did I manage to knock his shell off without defeating him? That just doesn't make any sense. Oh, the metal blade does that. I usually use the regular weapon there. Ah, almost timed that perfectly. Ooh, that was so, like, nice. There we go. That's the timing we wanted. Ugh, I hate how the replacement frogs come out immediately. Oh! Was not expecting that. Oh well. The little bubbles that come out here are a nice touch. Something that they totally did not have to do when they made this game. There's got to be a way to do that faster. Heat Man comes next. Notice the delay in there is longer. Why? Because you're underwater. But why? I don't know. Heat Man. Oh. You actually are a little bit slower this way because the metal blade cannot be fired while you're moving, with the exception of during a jump. Oh, that didn't work. I should just use one of the items here. I think I saw someone in a speedrun do it. Oh, I only have 2 and 3. Ah! That was poor. We'll try again. Oops. We don't need that extra life. We really don't. Get our jet sled ready. Not that we need it, but... Doink! Oops. I totally could have made that jump. What I really should do is watch, you know, watch this later. Later, not meaning today, probably. And figure out, like, all the different little mistakes where I went wrong. And, you know, take some notes. Like, do this, don't do that. Don't use the time stopper at the beginning of the Bubble Man level. That was dumb. We'll head over to Woodman next. Eventually. There are definitely some places we would like to head to in San Francisco. What are my favorite places in San Francisco? That's a good question. Muir Woods. Absolutely beautiful. Stinson Beach, I believe, is where we've gone hiking a few times. That's an absolutely beautiful place, too. Let me think. Pebble Beach was nice as well. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, now is when I want to use the time stopper again. Oh, but I have to beat the first one first. Okay, now we put it on before we enter the second screen, and we get to skip the other 2 hot dogs as we pass through a wall. Yay! And now I'm trying to remember... Oops. Well, now we can just... No, we can't. Should have used the metal blade there. Oh well. I'm trying to remember the exact location we went to see the tide pools. Because those are amazing, too. Okay, that was definitely faster. Should have used the metal blade here. Now. Cool! I didn't think I'd be able to pull that off. Now we're talking. Charge! Goodbye. There's that pier we went to one time. Was that called the Fisherman's Wharf? I can't remember. See, I need Amy next to me when I'm thinking about this stuff, because she could correct me on all of these. Only one to go, so no question as to who it is. San Francisco is a beautiful place, but honestly, I think the thing that's most remarkable about it is the fact that it is just a total weather bubble. I am absolutely floored by how San Francisco has its own weather separate from absolutely everywhere else in the world, and it is between 50 and 70 degrees all year round. Like, who else has that? Alright, nice. We got that. Beautiful. We like that. And we skip all this. Nobody's got time for that. Oh. Actually need to get rid of the thing in my way, huh? Probably could have done this quicker if I had used the platforms here, too. I don't know if that actually saved me any time. Excuse me, pardon me. Just doesn't really do any damage, so that's a low-risk maneuver. Ow. Not really sure how you can avoid that. Or this. We'll just stay the course. Keep climbing. Don't want to get birded. Alright, that's it for platforming. And here we are. Air shooter. I don't remember what my time was going into the Dr. Wily levels the last time, but this time it's about 23 minutes. I really should have written that down. Like I said, about 23 minutes. But, obviously, I can't possibly do as poorly on this as I did last week, so... the week before, if you want to be precise about it. So, I'll just, see what I can do. if I can get one or two nifty shortcuts out of it, that'll work. At least I shot it. Oops. Ah! That was supposed to have been fired straight down. As soon as you jump, item 3 starts climbing back down again. Much quicker to skip past him. Much quicker. Ooh, that was nice. Alright, now we gotta get item 1 out. The iconic screen that requires you to use item 1 to pass it. And now we'll just ignore the distractions here. Switch to the quick boomerang. And prepare to face the almighty dragon, which will laugh at me for going the wrong way on the sub-screen instead of just going up from the bottom like a normal person. Gotta slow up for just a second there, because if you keep going as fast as you can, you will overshoot and you will fall right off the screen. Love that video game logic. As soon as you've put the last hit on the boss, everything just harmlessly passes through you. We love video game logic. Alright, this was, I believe, the site of a faux pas we committed last time. I know that eats up time, but I'm not mentally ready to skip that. Gotta be careful not to place item 2 too high, otherwise you will be very sad and sorry. And we'll just drop straight down. I think we used that here, right? Oh, wish I had started that just a teeny bit later. Now, the speedrun I watched, the dude just kind of powers his way through it, but these actually do a lot of damage, so I'll go ahead and actually do that the correct way. Nice, full health. The official weak point of these is the bubble, but I think you save a little bit of time by not having to refill the bubble later. And to get 2 shots of the metal blade out is trivially quick. So, metal blade it is. Alright, no disasters in Dr. Wily's castle so far. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Let's, I don't know what to fill. Oh, I'm gonna need item 3 later. I think. Of course, it would probably be wise to figure out exactly how much energy I need for these weapons. And, try not to take more than I need, because it does use up time. Alright, good. We didn't mess up on the spiky things. There I go. I went the wrong way again. Oops, forgot to jump. And forgot to jump again. We're out of time. Alright, get the boomerangs out again. Hey, I went the correct way. Can't jump on the tank until it's a certain distance out. Man, I've never seen teeny tiny boomerangs do that to a gigantic tank. Not in any other game either. We're just past the half-hour mark, and we have one normal level before the boss fights. Ah, but this is where I really took a poop last time. Alright, what do I need? I just need... We're just gonna fill up our items and then go. We don't need anything else. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. Don't remember needing to be that precise there. Parts of that floor are invisible, and this one too. Of course I don't remember. Remind me, please. Thank you. Now, I did watch this earlier today, but I don't remember all of the crazy tricks that the runner did. This one doesn't take very long anyway. I think, what did this one do? On this screen, I think he used... Oh, no, that's not going to work for me. Oh, at least I didn't wind up dead. For this one, I think he used the jet sled to get across. No, he used invincibility. Yeah, I think he got hit by one of those enemies on purpose and then walked across the spikes. It was some kind of crazy nutball thing that he did. I'm gonna need to learn how to play that screen correctly. Oops. I messed that up. We recovered, sort of. Alright, back to the air shooter. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot about that. Now the trick is... No, don't do it that way. The trick is to hit him when he's just kind of gonna pass. when you're just a little bit past him, so that he's clobbered, and then he lands on the other side of you. Oops. I guess I'm doing this one first. Not sure how I escaped that. Can't switch weapons while either the crash bomb or the explosions is on the screen. Nice. Love being able to make that jump. We're gonna have to race to make that 40-minute goal. We've got 8 robot masters, the boss in between, and that final stage, which doesn't really take all that long. But I feel like this is gonna be close. Alright, let's do this. First is bringing the heat. Well, I'm bringing the bubble. Every bubble bursts eventually, right? Next, Airman. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Well, it worked well enough. The problem is it can get reflected, so... Heat. Goodbye. If you're standing over the teleporter, you immediately get sent out upon the death of the boss, for better or worse. It can work against you if you really needed the health. Can't remember. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was a close one. Somehow managed to avoid the boomerang there. Goodbye. We'll just charge up the health, because why not? The easiest battle to win. Goodbye. And Flashman. What was this? Quick boomerang, maybe? Nope. I can't remember the weapon I'm supposed to use, so... Regular gun it is. I don't think I need that. Watch me be wrong. Now it's actually looking like I'll beat 40 minutes. Hey, cool. I didn't need an energy tank. Alright, well, I might beat the goal after all. It's still not going to be good enough to rank high on the leaderboard, but it'll be much better than my previous clear. I might as well switch weapons now. If you don't do it this way, it is absolutely murder to get through this level, and those acid drips do, like, insane damage to you. So you don't want to get hit by them at all. I'm not sure who came up with that method, but they're a genius. We've got our wily Dr. Alien. Oops. That just didn't work. I'm winning the rat race. Oh no, he's winning it now. I almost had it there. Well, I improved by 3 minutes and 45 seconds, is that right? Not bad. That's a big improvement, but I know I messed up, and there's a lot more room for improvement than that. I maybe will watch my run, figure out what I can do better that would not take hours of practice to improve, and maybe I'll give it one more go, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll give it one more go next week. And if I finish early, maybe I'll throw Contra on right after. I don't know why I start thinking about, all kinds of stuff when I see this ending. Partially because I watched it a lot as a child. Let's face it. If you're 10, 12 years old, you're a kid. You're still a kid. I mean, granted, everyone is someone's kid, but also, they show all the different seasons, and you kind of think, well, a year goes by quickly, doesn't it? And that's a depressing thought when you're like, at the beginning of the year, so this year I want to release this game, and this game, and this game. The good news is I released Super Duper Multitasking back in February, as I had been shooting to do. But I was hoping to release my latest title this summer, and this summer is, it's almost over. I've got about a month left if you want to be technical about it, and a couple weeks left if you don't. Because it's like, I know it officially ends in late September, but for practically everyone, Labor Day weekend is the end of summer. And I was hoping to have some time to work on stuff while I was away. Well, actually, I did. But what I worked on while I was away, this is the sort of thing that's really mostly important to just me. It's kind of ridiculous how much effort I put into it. Most of the people who will buy this game eventually will have to figure this out on their own, but if you're watching this, why the hell not? So, the game I'm working on is called Snake Party Extreme. It's a compilation, essentially, of my previous 2 Snake games that came out on Xbox 360, on Xbox Live Indie Games. The first was called Snake 360. It had 300 campaign levels in it. And that was when I learned more levels does not equal more sales. Because most people that play, they will see only a portion of the levels and never see them all. So that was a lesson learned. But I had a lot of fun making those levels, and what it really means is that there's something in the game for players of all skill levels. So I'm glad that they're there. And my second one was Snake Party, which ditched the campaign, evolved the multiplayer mode, but also added some, single-player missions. Basically, it was everything you could possibly want in a Snake game minus the campaign. So Snake Party Extreme just merges those together and gives you everything you could possibly ever want in a Snake game. But that wasn't enough for me, because I never know when to stop. So I include in there a bonus mode called Snake Classic. But if you fire it up, if you were a kid in the 1980s and you dabbled with QBasic on a PC at all, you will immediately recognize Snake Classic as Nibbles. it looks and feels and plays and sounds just like the original Nibbles. It's not an emulation, it's a reprogramming. But and I actually just used the base Snake code that exists in the main game. It's just reused. It renders the graphics differently, but I intentionally made it look as much like the original Nibbles as I possibly could, and I think I did a pretty decent job of it. So, in high school, I was obsessed with QBasic. And then I went to college and I actually made a few games with QBasic to run in the computer room that my housing group maintained for members of the community to have a computer room to use without having to actually go to the main computer lab building. It was real convenient. We had regular guests that made a lot of use of it, and I hope it's still there. But I managed this thing for a few semesters, and while I did, my games were running in there, because of course they were. Uh, and one of the games I made for the pseudopod was called Nibbles 2. It was, of course, unofficial, but it was a 30 level sequel to Nibbles. And, with a lot of the same kind of graphical look. And I think it was fun. I played through it recently. Um, and, well, if you manage to successfully complete some of the goals in this game that I'm about to release, you will unlock Snake Classic Remix, which is really just Nibbles 2. And I spent probably a good 20 hours, including pretty much all the time I was working on stuff while I was away, just refining and perfecting Nibbles 2. So it's a bonus in this game that probably only I will appreciate, maybe like two other people. But that authenticity and that precision is super important to me. I am a perfectionist when it comes to my games. I make them predominantly for me, and therefore they have to be perfect. So, if you grab Snake Party Extreme, I hope you will think it is as perfect as I do. And if you don't, I hope you'll tell me why. Um, yeah, because I listened to all the feedback I got and continue to get. I really should go to the Steam discussion forums more often, though, because I frequently will find things weeks, months later if they are posted there. So really the best way to contact me is to email me. If you go to yyrgames.com, there's a contact form there. You can contact me there about my games, or you can use the contact form on hiaaron.com to hit me up about anything else, and that's the best way to contact me. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, you could also just leave a comment there, and I will see it. I think it used to give me a notification anytime anybody left a comment. I don't know if that's still happening, because granted, it was from some MAGA dude who didn't like something I said in one of my videos, but I still would have preferred that it notify me when they replied to something I said, rather than wait for me to dig into a panel deep inside the console and see that there was an unanswered comment there. Stupid YouTube. Anyway, I've rambled for long enough. My voice is tired. I am tired. And tomorrow, I gotta be up early, bring my daughter to camp, get the car inspected, and then come home and wait for the new microwave to be delivered, which is replacing the one that randomly died a few days ago when we had just come back from San Francisco. It's just one thing after another, isn't it? But if you watched this far, which is an accomplishment, I mean, maybe my voice is a good cure for insomnia and you are now asleep. If that's the case, congratulations. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching this. You have so many choices on YouTube and off, on Twitch and off. You could have been watching K-pop Demon Hunters to memorize the lyrics and get ready for this weekend in the theater. But instead, you chose to watch this, and I thank you for that very much. Next stream, Saturday night, we will have part 3 of the Legend of Zelda ROM hack, Attack of the Wizrobes. That will be a lot of fun, so I hope you'll join me for that. And next Wednesday, perhaps one more shot at Mega Man 2 before I move on to something else. Probably Contra. And once again, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, please do take care of yourself. Taking care of others, fantastic. But you can't do that to the best of your ability unless you also take care of yourself. Yourself is important. Please don't forget that. Take care. Be well.